Okay, Google, stream Stranger Things from Netflix to my TV.
Okay, Stranger Things from Netflix, playing on TV.
From the people that brought you Google Home comes the next evolution of the smart home. And it's just outside your window. Meet Google Gnome.
Hi, how can I help?
The Google Gnome. The most recent April Fool's joke by Google, posted on March 31st, 2017. The video has over 5.5 million views, and according to the comments and the like to dislike ratio, was pretty well received by its target audience. The joke is that Google has invented this device for the upcoming spring season. In the spring, most people tend to go outside, so why not create a device that can assist you while you're outside with your outside activities? In comes the Google Home spinoff, the Google Gnome. Some of its features offer telling you the weather, turning on the hose, and telling you what you can and can't eat when it comes to plants. It even turns out to have a whole lot of knowledge about compost.
Okay, Gnome. Is this compost?
Really, we're all compost if you think about it. Pretty much everything is made up of organic matter, and will return to organic matter.
Really? We are all just consciousnesses inhabiting dying meat sacks made from matter waiting to return to the earth from where we came. With every passing day, there comes another step in the line of death. The best part is that in the end, we have no idea when or where we're going to die, but we all end up in the same place. Realizing that only on our deathbed is when we tend to look backwards and realize that the things we should have done, but we didn't do. As we decay, that fact will forever vex us, but what does it really matter in the long run? We are a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert, a fart in the wind. Humanity has only been around for 200,000 years. The Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. We've only been around for a 22,500th of Earth time, and that's on the Wii scale. And no, I'm not talking about the Nintendo Wii scale. On the U scale, you only get at best 120 years. And for the first 18 you're in school, the next 20 is a panic to get comfortable and settled, and the next 20 is about dealing with your dying body and hoping that there's someone there beside you to ease the pain, and get ready for the next 20 because that's going to be full of backaches, cream of wheat, and going to bed at 6. It's all a play, a game, a plan. We're just small beings without natural defenses and with a large brain that can think of thinking and see that thinking can be the enemy when it was thinking that allowed us to originally be able to think. Makes sense? No, of course not. But if you were able to outthink the problem, you would realize that nothing really matters and that we create home assistants and April Fool's Days videos just to pass the time before we die. Are we trying to leave our mark on the world, or are we just planting our heads in the animated dirt for as long as possible before we have to wake up and realize that 12 years has gone by like it's nothing, and I'm just sitting here in a commercial watching Stranger Things with my parents having existential crises while this thing called Google Gnome tells me about how we are all just matter waiting to be converted into something else?
So just regular trash then?
Have you seen those eyes? There's nothing in that man, no host in that body. He looks like the kid from The Grudge. Are you okay? Did the Google Gnome tell you about the Illuminati and now you're a firm believer that we're in a simulation? Are you okay? Look confused and out of place if they're hurting you. Oh, they are? Alright, I'm calling social services. These aren't your real parents, are they? Of course not. Good. Google Gnome. Tell me more about things. It's a pretty funny April Fool's joke. And like all April Fool's jokes, the best ones are the ones that leave you in an uncanny valley situation, where you don't know if the thing you're seeing or experiencing is in fact real. In this case, the question that the audience will be asking is this thing called the Google Gnome actually real, and can I purchase it for consumer use? The short answer is no, but the meaning behind this and most April Fool's jokes, especially by Google, is to sell or further advertise something that Google already offers. One Google April Fool's joke that got me was called Google Motion. The idea behind that one was that you could send and write emails with body motion. For a little bit, I thought that this could indeed be real, and I thought that Google was investing time and money into something that some would see as ridiculous. And we see that they have done it again with the Google Gnome. One of the best parts about these commercials is the time and effort put into the commercial can rival the work put into commercials that we see every day on TV. Even the end time on the commercial will be feature length. They even made a full-fledged website with graphics to sell you this fake product. So why go to this length for a joke, Google? What purpose? What if I actually want the Google Gnome? What if I have a Google Gnome-sized hole in my chest and the doctor needs to operate on me and the gnome so that we can become the one ultimate Google human assistant? This is my destiny, Google. This is my purpose. I want that gnome, and the surgery is happening. Wait. You're saying this whole thing is an elaborate ruse to sell The Google Home? Oh! Now they have f***ed up. They have misled me. I thought that Google was cool. I thought they were making products that would help me in my everyday life. I love spending time outside, Google. Why you gotta be like this? I want to have a device assistant that tells me when the weather is nice, even when I'm standing outside and can see, wow, the weather really is nice. What if I want my hose to be turned off without me doing the thing? Google Gnome, please. And then the Google Gnome will do it. I don't want Google Home. I don't need that shit. Fuck Google Home. $130 for an assistant. I could spend $130 on a parakeet, teach it to talk, and tell me what the weather is. Parakeets are intelligent, I think. I can't believe that this was actually a commercial for the Google Home. That was a very good April Fool's Day that you pulled on me, Google. Congratulations. I think I might actually fork over the $130 and maybe get like a traffic cone, cut it off and put it on top, call it the Google Gnome. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Google, your advertising is done wrong, but sometimes it's done very right. Still kind of wish I could have the little Gnome. It's a small Google Assistant for my Google Assistant.